Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, my traders. Good morning, Jared. Yes, it is. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning, Jared, Andrew, Duco, Candy, Poetic, Candy with the floating octopus, Mr. Dave, Andrew with the goat, the roses, the popular vote, Andrew with the nice to meet you, let's go, JDM with the rose, let's go, hello YouTube. Say hello to our YouTube family, our Kick family, our Twitch family. How did all of this get over here? There we go. Good morning, everybody. All right, we got to fix this chart up for you guys. We're going to fix this chart up for you guys. Powder, the Letty G. Lobojano, Mr. Dave, Pow Daddy, yes. Thank you, my Pow Daddy. Let's go, Andrew. Powder with the floating octopus. Look at them all coming in. Let me move this down a smidge. All right, traders, are we ready for today? We are at 438 diamonds. We are at almost 8,000 taps. Yes, it is. We're going to move our TikTokers over here. Mr. Dave, yes. Cluster, what's up over there on the tubes? Kim with the lightning, user with the heartbeat and the goat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. Bam. Let's go, traders. Let's go. Hello, YouTube. We are at 10,000 likes already. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, everyone. Voss here. Hope you all are doing well. Hello to our YouTube family. Hello to our Kick, Twitch, TikTok family. All we ask that you do on YouTube, TikTok, and all the other social medias is tap the screen, tap and share, and we are going to get rolling right here, right now. As always, remember, our VIP live education community is open. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com on all my socials, or type in thevosstrading.com into your website. $25 a month, $275. We will give you the training of a lifetime. We also have VIP live training tonight at 7:15 Eastern Time in the VIP live training room. Here we go on SPY. Oh, SPY. Look at this. We're narrow. We are in position 2. And as I flip through here, we got nada. It said pivots in our way. Oh, we got the daily 200 above us at 573.16. That's pretty good because that's up there. So we want to go touch that daily. Remember we talked about this the other day? Let me take the whip zone level off here for a second. Remember we were coming back to the 8. We were over here, right? We came back to the 8, which we knew. Now we said we were going to make our 8 push us up to the 200, remember? And that's what we're going to get. So up to 573 on Miss Market to the upside here on the SPY. Boy, do I know my shit or what? We're going to head over to AMD. Let's go. It's really common sense if you look at it. All right, here we go. Bam! We are in a narrow state on AMD. We love these narrow states. We got them all over the place. We are in position 2. To the upside, 5 looks good. 15 looks good. Hourly, you have room up to 103.50 on AMD. First stop on AMD, 103.50, and then you have room up to 104 here on AMD. This is your major resistance zone right up in this area right here, that channel, okay? So mark these two pivots down. Very important, folks. Very important. 104 and 103.50. Mark them pivots down on AMD. Matt Dixon with the GOAT. Steven Silent with the heartbeat. KK Popular in the heartbeat. Matt Dixon with the rose. Who else we got up there? Brad James with the heartbeat. Amazon, let's go. Tap it out, everybody. Tap it out. Let's go. Amazon, we are narrow. Sound the alarm. Woo! What narrow state are you choosing? That's the question of the day. Good morning, Oscar Urbano. SM, how are you? How are you over there on YouTube? We are in position 2 in a narrow state on Amazon. We're going to do to the downside here in a second, okay, everybody? Because you got a lot of support underneath you here on Amazon. First pivot on Amazon is 193. 193 you have room up to on Amazon. Our next pivot is 198. All right, so Amazon right now, you are narrow. First pivot, 193. Get over 193 with a retest, and then you have room up to 198 on Amazon. Coming under the whip zone, you got a lot of support here. These are all 200 moving averages. 187.50 and 187 area. You have major support there on Amazon. Let's go. What else are we looking at? Let's go to the moon. SMCI for the Lenny G. Forgot to turn my fan on here. All right, let's see what we got. Right now, we are narrow on SMCI. We are in the whip zone here on SMCI. We got to get over 33 to the upside, under 31 to the downside here on SMCI. Be careful, Lenny. We got the 15-minute 200 right there. We got the hourly 200 right there in the same spot. And then we have our daily 200 right up there. Let me get to ones to the downside. We got our daily pivots right there. All right, let's pull it back. To the upside on SMCI. We got a little problem here. We got a lot of 200s in the way. At $33. $33. You got to get over $33.25, and then you'll get a nice move to the upside here on SMCI, okay? Under the whip zone, you have room under 31 down to $29. That's your daily support there on SMCI. TEC with the rose. The Lenny G with the heartbeat. Carrie with the floating octopus and the heartbeat. Davion with the lightnings and the heartbeat. Zen with the roses. Who else we got over there? Adorable Dad with the lightning. Keep tapping, everybody. We are at 28,000 likes. Everybody, tap that screen. Hello, YouTube. Costco. I got you, Oscar Urbano. We're in a narrow state on Costco. We are in position 1. To the upside here on the Costco-rooney. 15-minute, you are nice and tight. There's your 15-minute to the downside there at around $1,000, okay? So keep that to the downside under the whip zone in check. Let's pull this back. Here we go. On Costco, you got room up to $1,018.50 on Costco in that position 1, in that narrow state. You come back under that whip zone of $1,005.31. You have room down to $1,000. $1,000. Let's go. Let's go. Maya Neem with the GG. The Michigan dad. There he is. Two girls with the rose. We got the Michigan dad and the adorable dad. I love all the dads in here. Yes. Good job, dads. Good job. Apple. Apple. To the moon. Let me show you. Where's Katana Lim? Where is that Katana Lim? Let me see something here. Today's what, the 8th? Let me go to the 7th. Let me zoom this in here for show you. Where the hell? Let me see something. Amazon. We did this one, right? Did we do Amazon? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, we did Amazon. Okay. Sorry. Adorable. Thank you for the goat. Buckeye with the floating octopus. Number 4 out of 6. What else are we looking at? Apple. Right, Apple. All right. It was showing me weird candles. That's why I wanted to look at it. All right, here we go. Apple, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 on Apple. Apple wants to go. Let's go, but we got our 5-minute 200 in a way here. Bam. 15 looks all right. Hourly, we want to get back up to hourly 200, all right? Which we will. 203 area on Apple, so keep that in mind. Right now, we are in position 1. We got to get over 198. Get over that 200. 198 for a move up to 203 on Apple. Under the whip zone of 194 to the downside. And we have room down to 193 on Apple-licious right here. Okay? Folks, you want to get over 198 with a retest. 198. That is the golden goose on Apple right there. The golden goose for that room up to 203. Okay? Over 198. We got a little Tesla to the moon. Yes. Make sure we're tapping over there. Where's my Teddy Flows over there on YouTube? Oops. All right, here we go. Narrow. Oh, boy. Woo! We are in position 2. Narrow state on Tesla. Oh, yeah. You got your 15-minute 200 right there. Be careful. Watch that 15-minute 200, all right, folks? 15-minute, and then we got room to go here on Tesla. We got to get over that 200. Look. We got to get over that 200, 280, 50, and then you got room up to 291 on Tesla. Unleash the beast. Unleash the beast. To the downside here on Tesla. Under the whip zone of 272.55, you have room down to 271. Mark Mazo with the lightning. And the heartbeat. User with the goat. Hims and hers. Lightning. And we got some news today. Don't forget. That just came out. Initial jobless claims, 228. The consensus was 230. So it was under. The previous was 241. Jobless claims has come down, folks. It has fallen. Continuing jobless claims, 1.879. The previous was 1.90. So continuing jobless claims has fallen. So that news is out. 10 o'clock, we got the president speaking at 10 o'clock. So watch that arrow. That's also changeover. Be careful around 10 o'clock. Hims and hers. Here we go. We are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone here on Hims and Hers. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Just want to get these levels. Boom! There it is. All right, here we go on hims and hers. Whip zone under 50.36 to the downside. You got room down to $47 under that whip zone. Watch that bullish state that you're in, though. Okay, watch that bullish state. You want to get back over 52.41 for a move up to $57. Mustajab Ali from Minnesota. There's my boy. What's up, Mustajab? How are you? The Qs. Good to see you, Mustajab. Everyone, go over and say hello to Mustajab. He's a good man over there. All right, Zen with the hat mustache. Zen with the little crown. Thank you so much, Zen. Keep tapping. We are at almost 50,000 already. Yeah! Yeah! The first 15 minutes. Let's go! The Qs, we're narrow. Look at that beauty. Look at that Qs. Those Qs. All right, we're going to put you out here at 489 first stop. Second stop, 491 on them Qs. Hold on. Let's get going back down. That's what she said. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are now in position 2. You got room up to 489 and then 491. Watch those two levels up there, okay? 489 and 491. Under the whip zone of 478.84, you have room down to 477. Yes, on them Qs. Mr. Dave, take care of the spammer here. Intuitive. Doesn't even spell the word right. That's the first problem. Microsoft, let's see. Let's go, YouTube. YouTube's a little mad at us. We haven't been on there in a few days. We've been on TikTok. We are in a narrow state on Microsoft. Nice and tight. Look at that beauty right there on Microsoft. Yeah. Woo. Look at Microsoft. You got a lot of room to fall down here, though. Hold on. Let's go over to the hourly. Woo. We're going to put you right there. Bam. All right, Microsoft, you're in the whip zone. You're in a narrow state. You know you're getting something good out of this. Above 438.14, you have room up to 442 on Microsoft. 442. Yes, it is. Under 432.87, you coming back to 419, my babies. Let's go. Google East meets Westy, bestie. Yeah, I like that name. East meets Westy, bestie. Say that 10 times in a row. East meets Westy, bestie. East meets Westy, bestie. East meets Westy, bestie. East meets Westy, bestie. Yeah! I got 5 out of it. See how many you can do. He's a nut. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state. We are in a bearish state. We got a bullish position. Would I go long at the open on this? Nope. Position 1 to the upside, but you're in that neutral state. 5 minute, we got our 200 up here at 161.73. That move that you saw yesterday was because Apple opened their big mouth. And now Google's denying it, of course. All right, here we go. They're starting to fight with each other. What the hell's going on? You have resistance here at 158. Above 158, you have room up to 162. You are in a bearish state, everybody. Does everybody see that? We are in a bear state in a bullish position. You're going to be whippy here at the open. First thing you're going to do is you're going to bang off this thing. Back and forth, until that 20 catches up to that 200, or that 200 catches up to that 20 to the downside. So stay away from Apple right now. Oh, it's Twitch. I'm sorry. Twitch? Yeah, Twitch. That's all right. We can leave them over there. No one goes on there anyway. Massachusetts with the rose. Massachusetts with the heart, baby. Yes, it is. 56,000. Let's go. On our way to 100. Can we hit 100,000 likes in the first 30 minutes? You got 10 minutes. 10 minutes, YouTube. 10 minutes, TikTok. Hit 100,000. Go show them who's the boss. Show them you are the boss and not Tony Danza. All right? You are the boss. No, Google, Nvidia. Let's see. Most of you probably didn't get that, but for those of you older people like me, you got it, right? You got it? Who's the boss? Tony Danza, right? Anybody? Bueller? We are in a narrow state. Nvidia, position 1 on Nvidia. We got our 200 down here. We got to mark that on the hourly. Let Nvidia run. Let it run to the moon. Let's see here. We got room up to 120. Yep, 123. Bam! Let's go, Tesla! Nvidia to the moon! You're in position 1. Narrow. You got room up to 123. 123 here on Nvidia. Yes! Under the whip zone of 113. You got room down to 112. 111.50 area on Nvidia. What's up, SM? What's up, baby? They're tapping. 61. They're at 61. Yes, up with the TikTok music. What's up? Yes, up. K-Dog with the rose. We love Tesla. We love Tesla. I haven't looked at it. 2 times on that sucker, I won. You know what they say. The third time, Had a loser yesterday, though. But I came out green. That's all that mattered. It was a bad trade. Shouldn't have taken it. Well, it was going to run until that Apple and Google news came out. That's what got me, too. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state. But I had my stop, right? You got to have your risk management. What is the only thing we control, traders? Risk. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on IWM. Yes. All right, IWM, we got room. I didn't hit that button. Up to 201 on IWM. 201, okay? Under the whip zone of 196.08. On the hourly, you got a straight shoot down here back to 191. Narrow, position 2, up to 201 on IWM. Under the whip zone of 196, you got room down to 191 on IWM. Yes. Where's that Google trade? The one that me and Katana Lim took together. That was a good one. That was a doozy. That was a beauty. Where's Katana Lim? Where is she? PLTR. Narrow, position 2. Whoa, coming right into that 200 right there. Right now you're flirting with that 200. Right above you is the 15-minute 200. These are magnets. They love to go visit that granddaddy. Yes, they do. They love granddaddy. We don't know how the granddaddy's going to be on that day, though, right, when we go visit him. Right now, we're narrow. Position 2, you got room up to 113.50, all right? On PLTR, you want to get over 113.50, retest up to 116. 116, mark that level down. Let's go. YouTube, tap that screen. Under the whip zone of 107.65, you have room down to 105.50 and then 105 whole number. Jewelry with power. Yes, there she is. Katana Lim. We're taking the same trades. All right, what are we doing here? INTC. Bump, 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 bump. Yesterday, folks, let me explain something to you. We're going to do INTC here in a second. If you are not a disciplined trader and you don't know market cycle, state, or position, yesterday was a tough day for you. I can tell you that right now. You got a lot of chopped up. You messed that account. How many of you screwed up yesterday and messed your accounts up? Put me in the chat. Put me in the chat over there on YouTube and TikTok. How many of you got messed up yesterday? Put it in the chat. Right now, we're in a narrow state on Intel. We are in position 2 on Intel. Let's go to that 15. Let's go back to that hourly, and let's get you some support and the resistance here on Intel. I came out green, but was rough. Good job, Easy. Shane, green. Sue, I don't know what that means. Who else? Were we green or red yesterday? Green or red? Put it in the chat. Green or red? Put it in the chat. All these beautiful VIPers. Yes, it is. Look at that. There he is. Billy Falter. We are in position 2. You have room up to 2150 on Intel. 2150 in that narrow state. Coming back down, you have room down to 2031. Under the whip zone of 1987, you have room down to 1957 on Intel. KB, the VIP is under my protective custody. Yeah! Now, let me ask you a question, VIPers. A year ago, how would your day been yesterday? That's what you have to ask yourself. How would your day been yesterday a year ago? Come on. Come on, everybody. Yes. You would have took 100 trades. You would have been chopped up all over the place. They would have had to squirt you out with pee-pee boy, like we go to hibachi. Chop suey. Red broke. Way worse. I would have lost my account. Good morning, Mike Sly. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside. Yes, a lot of people lost accounts yesterday. On Meta, they're not going to tell you that, but they did. They got chopped up. I just want to mark all of these out on the hourly. 15. Boom. All right, here we go. Meta. Position 2. First stop, 613 to the upside. Over 613 with a retest. You got room up to 625 on Meta. Under the whip zone of 594. You have room down to 576. But Voss, we got a gap up. It's going to the moon. And then in about 15 minutes as the markets open, you're down here hitting this level. What happened? What happened? Oh my God, Boss, we had a gap up, man. We had a gap up, man. It was supposed to go to the moon. Because you're an amateur. Here we go. What else are we looking at? Fishing Midwest with the Heart Bay. Big Bill with the Rose. Yusup with the TikTok music. Michael Mraz, welcome to the VIP free access. I would have assumed my trade was going to the moon. Yeah. Tesla. It's amazing, right? You all used to think that when you had the gap up like this on Tesla. We're going to the moon, boss. We're going to the moon. You all used to argue with me in here. And then about 10 o'clock, you're down here going, what the hell happened? This guy was right. Narrow Tesla. First stop, 280.46. Over that with a retest, you got room up to 290.63. 291 area here on Tesla Rooney. You are narrow. Can't get more narrow than that. Under the whip zone, you got room down to 271. Lulu. Mustajab Ali. I love that name. Mustajab. I got you, Lulu Mustajab. Don't you worry. Did everyone go over on YouTube and say hello to Mustajab? YouTubers that are currently there, did you say hello to Mustajab? We are in a narrow state, Mustajab. We are in position 2 on Lulu. Let's see what we got here. 280 first stop, Mustajab, and then 281.66. All right, let's pull this back here. I'm going to pull it back in a second. Let me mark the rest of these out. Woo! All right, here we go. Here's our whip zone right here. Whoop, whip zone, position 2, 280, and then 281.64. Coming back through down, you have room down to 277. Get under 274, and you got room down to 272 on Lulu. go. Chris Barnhart, what's up, baby? Mara. He goes, I like TikTok way better than YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's still stuck in about 1980. We're trying to get it out of 1980. But I'll tell you what, we got a lot of people in the VIP who never heard of Google before either. We are in a neutral state here on Mara. We are in position 3, neutral. We got a bearish position, a bullish position, and a bearish state. Do you see it? We got right here powder. What kind of gap do we call this? Where's powder? We're going to test them. Ellie Shamat with the heartbeat. Big Bill with the rose. Where is he, powder? What kind of gap do we got? Oh, powder. Powder. We got the novice gap, baby. This is the novice gap right here. This is where people get wrecked. All right, hold on. Let me get you straight. The novice gap. Yes, it is. All right. Here's your scenario on Mara. You got room up to $14. Then you got to come back down to $13.71. Under $13.71 comes back to $13.34 on Mara, right? Major resistance coming back to $13.71 and possibly $13.34. Right now you got the novice gap, traders. So watch for the boop, 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 boop. You're welcome, Mustajab. Zen with the goat. XRP. XRP to the moon. I haven't seen that 20 above that 200 in a while. Have any of you seen that 20 lately above the 200? All right, let's see what we got here on XRP. Let's see what we got in the 1 hour and daily. Let's pull this back. All right, here we go. XRP, you're in a neutral state. You want to get back over this pivot. Right here, get over that pivot. And then you got room, hold on, whoop, right there, bam, here we go. Over 2,222 to get up to 2.2344. Yeah, go fight for those pennies on XRP, everybody. Go fight for those pennies, let's go. Sue with the floating octopus. Octopus as Sue hits the goal. Go, Sue! All right, we're going to hit those roses. Go fight for those pennies. I love you guys. What else are we looking at? MU. MU to the moon. You got to be careful with MU, everybody. You're in a narrow state, all right? You want A+ setups on this, or it's going to chop up. It's going to chop you up a lot. You got some spread issues on this a lot. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside on MU. On the hourly, we're going to pull her back. You're coming into this pivot right here. You see it? You're at $84.20, $84. Watch that pivot. Next stop on this is $88. $88 and then $89 on MU. Let's pull this back. You're narrow. MU, you got room up to $88 first stop and then $90 on MU. Mark that down. Now, that doesn't mean you're going up. It doesn't mean you're going up under the whip zone. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hold on. Let's get our whip zone in play here. All right, under the whip zone of 80.63, you have room down to $79. Retest, whoop, down to 75.78. That's beautiful right there on MU. Thank you for the follow, Chris Mary, King Bernal. Yes, hit that follow button, everybody. And once again, the VIP is open, $25 a month, $275 for the year. Head over to thevosstrading.com. Put that in the YouTubes, everybody. Thevosstrading.com, or click the link in my bio. Just click it. Boom, and you can enter our VIP. Tonight, we have live training by me at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in that VIP training room. User Lovesick with the rose. K. Braden with the corn. Andre with the follow. We're going to hit on almost everything tonight. I'm going to hit on everything because some people have a little bit of problems with different things. So tonight we're going to throw the kitchen sink at you. We got a neutral state on Boeing. We are in position 1 on Boeing. We're going to do to the upside first. On the hourly on Boeing here, you got room up to 187.60. All right, 187.60. Coming back down, we're going to hit you at this triple bottom right here. All right, let me see. Well, we got to 200 first. Whammo! All right, let's see. Boeing, right now you're in position 1. You got room up to 187.58. Under the whip zone of 184.73. You got room down to 184 on Boeing. Watch Boeing, everybody. It is spready at the open. Umi Bozo, what's up? How are we, Umi? Umi Bozo over there. Hello. SPX Gunner with the shell. The I'm so hungry. The nice to meet you. Yes, the goat. The chili. There he goes. XP Gunner. The TikTok music. User Lovesick with the glowing jellyfish. Yes. AMD. We forgot AMD. Are you kidding me? See, that rhymed right there. Did you know that? Did you hear that? AMD, we're in a narrow state. Position 2, you got room up to 103.43. Going to put AMD on watch here this morning. This is my bread and butter. We're narrow. Going to get something good out of it. I like what we're doing here. You got room up to 103.43 and then 104 on AMD. Under the whip zone of 97.50. We're coming back down to $94 on AMD. Right there. Bingo was his name-o. You remember my boy Bingo? Where the hell happened to that guy? You remember him with the birds? Woo, 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 woo. Where happened to my boy Bingo? They come and they go, folks. They come and they go. Thank you for the follow, Marika Catherine. Yes. No, Mary Catherine. Hello, Mary Catherine. Jakey, good morning. There, Hillary with the bingos. Put the bingo, the birds in. Flood the chat with the birds. Let's remember my boy Bingo. Poor guy probably had to close his accounts by now. Morning, man, your levels were spot on yesterday. Nice call. Thank you, OG. I appreciate you. Oh, Todd. Todd. Oh, brother. Oh, Todd, no. They all come back. They all come back on their time. It's all right. But my boy Bingo, he had the bird. He was the only one who brought a bird on to the VIP. All right, here we go. We're in position 2 on C to the upside. 15, my boy Bingo. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. The hell did we find these people? All right, hold on, wait a minute. Want to get these levels right for yous. All right? Look at that. Look at that. Before I even did the 15-minute 200, that's an hourly level right there. Look at that thing. We're going to move that down a little bit then because we got it right there. All right, folks, here we go. C. We are in position 2. You got room up to $72 on C. $72. Coming back through the whip zone of 70. You have room down to $69 on C. Yes. Yes. What's up, Big Hoss? Hey, Lino, love you, brother. And about 6 months from now, we don't want to say, whatever happened to that Lino guy? What the hell happened to that Mr. Dave guy? Remember the guy that used to wear those hat and sunglasses? What the hell happened to him? Pow Daddy with the goat. Nvidia. We love our YouTubers over there. Oh, that's a nice name. Ali Fonsina. Lanya Lula. How are you, sweetheart? Ali Fawn, how are you? Good to see you over there. And thank you, Royal Gaming, for the follow. We're in a neutral state. We are in position 1. You got room up to 123. 123. Hillary, I agree with you. We know the ones that aren't going anywhere. You could just tell. Under 113, you got room down to 111.50. I agree. Because Lito and Mr. Dave, and I'm being serious now when I say this, they are tough as nails. So they have what it takes to be a trader. And you can just see it when you're communicating with people. Like when I have people join the VIP, I'm not going to come out and say, no, they're not going to make it to them. But you know who's not going to make it. I can just tell by the way they talk. What's up, Matt? What's up, my Matt? Tap, everybody. Well, before we go any further, what state? Welcome to the VIP joke. Joke 3239 Cantu. What state is everyone coming in from? Represent your state proud. Let's go. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Let's go. Let's call it out. What state? South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, New Jersey, New York City, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, South Carolina, Colorado, New Jersey, Missouri, Florida, Wisconsin, Narrow, Kate. What's up, Kate? Everyone go say hello to our Kate. Nebraska, New Zealand, very nice. Arizona, Tennessee, Boston. I used to have so when I was in high school, we had an exchange student come from New Zealand. His name was James Anthony. He was able to drive. He was always 2 grades ahead of us, so he used to drive. Boy, was that guy awesome. I'm still friends with him. New York, Minnesota, Canada, Florida. James, we used to say, hello, James. He was a good dude, man. New Zealand, yep. Lima, Peru. Hello, Peru. Everyone put Kate in the chat. Say hello, Kate. Put Kate in the chat. Loving Truth Church. Thank you for the rose. Kate with the heartbeat. Thank you. Nvidia, you're in position 1. Narrow state. You got room up to 123. 123. Under the whip zone, watch that 111.58 area and then 106.50. IWM. Okay, I did this one already. I just wanted to make sure I had my levels in. 198. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You have room up to 201. 201 on IWN. Under the whip zone on 196. You're coming back to 191. Frosty Ducks, there he is. What do you want, Frosty? Oh, Michigan. I thought that was a stock symbol. I was like, who? I'm a teddy bear, yeah. I am a teddy bear. I'm a great teddy bear. My wife always says there's a big heart in there, everybody. There is. I just don't tolerate people's bullshit. Can you guys tell? I mean, there's no time for it, right? I mean, if you want to be a trader, think about this. You all love this, right? You want to be a trader. Well, learn how to do it from somebody that knows what they're doing. Look at all these people we're helping in the VIP. That speaks for itself. If we weren't teaching them how to do it right, they wouldn't be there. Right? They wouldn't be there. We had nobody. But we're going to teach you how to trade. We are going to fix the mess that you created. But it's not your fault. It's just that you don't know what you're doing. That's the problem. There's a way to trade. It's a skill. You got to learn how the market works. And tonight, especially in the VIP live training, let me put it to you this way. VIP traders, so we don't go on about this. In the live training tonight, will they learn more in tonight's training alone than they have their whole trading career thus far? Put yes or no in the chat. Put yes or no in the chat. Let's go to the VIPers. Let them speak it. What else are we looking at here? SPY. Let's go back over to SPY. What happened to my SPY levels? The hell happened? Didn't I do SPY? See what I'm saying? Sometimes they disappear. I told you. We are in a narrow state here on SPY. You saw me do SPY. I didn't delete anything from SPY. Unless I didn't do SPY. But we do. That's the first one we do. Did I not do SPY this morning, everybody? Did I not do SPY? We did. Yeah, I thought so. Get down the limb. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 1. You got room up to 568 on SPY. 568. Under the whip zone of 557.35. You have room down to 556 and then 553.50. As you saw, folks, 2 people already said, your levels were on the money yesterday. They're always on the money. Well, not always, but most of the time. Everything will start to click, and you'll be saying, oh, my God, thank you, Voss. Thank you, KB. Folks, it's $25 a month. If I wanted to rob you, I would charge you $1,000 a month. Amazon. My wife still says, you're crazy. Why are you charging so little for? You would have told me to charge. You would have want to told me to only charge $25 a month originally. How quickly we forget. We're in a narrow state. We're in position 2. You got room up to 193. 193 here on Amazon. Under the whip zone, you got a lot of 200s here. A lot of support on Amazon, okay? And folks, these are the prices of the support and resistance levels. Just mark them down, okay? And still would be a good deal. Yeah, I would never charge somebody $1,000. $1,000, $200 a month is insane. You kidding me? Who the hell pays $200 a month for anything anymore? Tia with the rose. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Easy. I got great internet, man. I got gig up, gig down. Cheap, never goes down. It's like phenomenal. Tesla. A knock on wood here. That was the kiss of death. Knock on wood. Hey, Tootsie, get over here. Give me that head. I got to knock on wood. Right now, we are in position 2 to the upside on Tesla. We got room up to 280.46. 280.46. Above 280.46, you got room up to 290.63. Mark those levels down on Tesla. Coming back the other way here on Tesla. You have room down to 270.33, then 272.55. That'll put you under the whip zone, back down to 271.11. Folks, what I don't want you to forget, a lot of people do this, okay? We have this gap up here, a little one, in position 2. But don't forget, coming back down, that's the level right there. That's the top of the whip zone. Does everyone understand that? That is the top of the whip zone. And then if you get under with a retest, that's the bottom of the whip zone. And everyone, please do me a favor. This is very important. You have to know where your previous day closes. All right? Sometimes that's in the whip zone. That's part of the whip zone. You have to know where that line is on your chart because you get beautiful moves off of there. And if you get an A-plus setup coming off the previous day close, look out, baby. I took a trade the other day with that. Remember? Walmart. Mustajab Ali. Mustajab. Are you on TikTok? Get over there. I mean, stay right where you are. Stay on YouTube. But follow us on TikTok as well, Mustajab. We need Mustajab everywhere. If I ever buy a restaurant, I'm naming it after you. It's going to be called Mustajabs. Here we go. We are in a narrow state on Walmart. Above 99.18, up under 98.38, down on Walmart. Now let's get to work here. Boom. Let's mark this out. Mustajabs. I like it. It's growing on me now even more. All right, here we go. Walmart. You're in the whip zone. Above 99.18, you have room up to 99.74. Call it $100. All right, $100. Under the whip zone of 98.38. Watch your whole number of 98 right there, but you're coming back down to 97.50. Whoa, we got to do one more roses. We got to hit one more roses. How do you feel about hitting one more roses? Go get him, who's the job? Walmart is going down. They're closing stores. Nobody cares. I mean, no offense. We're going to trade our setups. Okay, let's go chase Walmart now. They're closing stores. Let's go chase it, everybody. Oh, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to short. And then when it starts going to the moon, you're like, whoa. Tia, go give him hell, Tia. Yeah. Loving truth. Walmart. I wouldn't buy food from Walmart. I want to buy clothes from Walmart. Never mind food. Get that a limb? The hell's going on over there? PayPal. I was in Walmart once, folks. And when I walked in, all the merchandise is on the floor. Anyone ever notice that? You go in on the floor. No one cleans up. No one puts anything back. Everything is like it's all over the floor. I say, I'm getting the hell out of here. Did you ever see them drive in the parking lots of that store? Holy hell. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. Trader Joe's is even worse, though. Don't never go into a parking lot of Trader Joe's. Position 2 on PayPal on the 5, 15, and 1 hour. 69.37 on PayPal. You have a pivot there. I'm going to go to your daily here. We're going to clean this up a little bit. We're going to give you some room here, folks. All right? We're going to give you some love in here. We're going to massage that thing. Hold on. All right, here we go. PayPal, are we ready? Narrow. First stop, 69.50, right in this area. Over that with a retest, you're going up to $71 on PayPal. Coming back down under the whip zone of $68, you have room down to $67.50. Yeah, everything's on the floor, man. TEC with the road. Now, here's another thing. Have you ever called a retail store from your home? Have you ever picked up the phone and said, my wife says, well, just call them. No! Are you kidding me? Hello? Welcome to Moosta Jobs. Yes. I have a question. Do you have in stock, as soon as you hear that word, the first thing that goes to their mind is, we're going to put them on hold for the rest of the day. Boom! They ain't looking for it. You can never use the word, do you have in stock? They ain't looking, folks. I'm telling you that right now. They will put you on hold for the rest of the day. I'm playing the music. And then someone will pick up randomly. Hello? Yes, I'm on hold for about 2 hours. I'm looking to see if you have the blue striped socks in. Oh, okay, I'll be right back. And then you're on hold for another 2 hours. And then they come back. Hello? Yeah, me again. I just had lunch and breakfast, and I need to know if those blue socks are in stock. All right, we'll be right back. They never come back. You create a resale store with amazing customer service, you will be a multi-gazillionaire. RSI won't get you there, but a great retail store with great customer service will get you there. I will tell you that right now, because there aren't any. Damn it. You're better off driving there, driving to the store, and look for the blue socks yourself, because you ain't calling them. No way. On watch, Mr. McDonald, how are you? Yes, AMD. Back over to AMD. We're in that beautiful narrow state. The whip zone's a little wide for my liking here, but we got room up to 103.43 and 104 area here in this narrow. We're going to get a nice move out of AMD. We might not get it right out of the gate, but I'm going to keep my eye on this, okay, on AMD. Google, I'm going to stay away from right now. After yesterday in that news, we're in this neutral state here. We had that big drop. This is just, you're going to get yourself in trouble on this one. We got to close up this state first, all right? Boost the job. Yes, J.O., we got you. Boost the job's laughing. Boost the job, if we create a retail store or a restaurant, we're going to have great customer service. Welcome to Moosta Jobs. That was funny. All right, we are in a narrow state. You got room up to 568.50. 568.50 here on SPY, okay? Under the whip zone, get under 557, and you have room down to 556. And then with a retest, folks, of course, you're coming back to 553.50. Oh, man. Can I tell you guys another quick funny story? This is a good one. I'm just thinking about it because my landscapers are here. You know, I don't know. For all of you in the Northeast, we got those things that stick out of the lawn with the furry thing on top. Sometimes they're yellow, sometimes they're white, and they're all over the goddamn place. And I said to him yesterday, he's going to laugh, so I'm going to go outside. He said to me yesterday, I said to him yesterday, why do we have these things all over the lawn? And he's going, well, it's from the prior season. I said, but you fertilized the lawn. Why do I still have them? Isn't that what fertilizers supposed to do? So you don't have all these things growing like with 10 heads out of the lawn? Oh no, we're wait till it gets warmer and then we're gonna get rid of them. By the time it gets warmer, they're gonna be gone. What are you talking about? What do you mean? So I said to him, you know what you're telling me? He goes, what? I said, you don't have an answer to this problem. You're kicking the can down the road. That's what you're. Frondy's my man. I said, you're kicking that can down the road. He started laughing. He goes, no, I'm not. I said, well, then eliminate him now. Why are we waiting for it? What does the weather, the warmth have to do? It's 84 degrees out. Right? Food? Then why do we're not supposed to fertilize our lawn? The rest of the lawn looks great since we've been fertilizing it. I don't like when people BS me, man. I could spot it a gazillion miles away. You know, it's like calling the retail store. TEC with the rose. Thank you. What else are we looking at? Do we have what? Bindus? What is that? Is that a stock? Apple. What the hell's Bindus? Bindus? All right now on Apple, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1. You got to get over 198, folks. 198, and then you have room up to 203. 203 on Apple. Under the whip zone of 194, you have room down to 193. Uber. We are in the whip zone. Uber above 84.50 up, under 83.50 to the downside. On the 5-minute, you have room. There's your 5-minute up to $85, okay? $85 on Uber. You also have your hourly 20 there at $85 here on Uber. So let's take a look at this, okay? You're in the whip zone above 84.50. You have room up to $85. Major resistance up there. To the downside, under that pesky whip zone, under 83.56, you have room down to $80. The name means your prayers be answered. Oh, what? Mustajab? I love that name then. Even more. Mustajab, you are part of the family. Get over there on TikTok too and follow us. We love you, Mustajab. I'm going to change the VIP to Mustajab. Remember, speaking of the VIP is open. Live training tonight at 7:15 p.m. right here. Guys, you got to stop the losing. Let us clean up this mess for you. All right? We will clean your mess up. TheVossTrading.com. That's where you're going to go. SPX. TEC. Loving the Church. Tia, Matt Dixon. SPX Gunner. Yes, it is. Kate Powdaddy, user lovesick. Here we go, up the board. I'm sweating. User K Braden, Sue, Tia, Eats Me Swesty Bestie, Powder Hound, TC, Zen Method, Ellie, Big Bill, Fishing Miss Midwest, Yusuf, K-Dog, Massachusetts, Zen Method. It doesn't go any higher. And thank you for all the other gifters. Candy, Jared, JDM. I love you guys. Mustajab especially. The news is out. Remember, 10 o'clock, we have the president's speech. Also at 10 o'clock, wholesale inventories will be coming out. Watch that 10 o'clock hour, everybody. Do not be in anything or be ready to get out of something around 10 o'clock, okay? You don't want to get caught in anything. Folks, we will see you in the VIP live training tonight. VIPers, we'll see you in the chat here in about 5 minutes. All new VIP members that join today, we will get you tagged in the VIP chat here shortly. Remember, patience. 1 to 3 trades a day, if that. You are taking your best setups. You are taking your best trades. The goal of trading is consistency, not rush. Let me get a trade in. That's not trading. That is gambling, okay? Trade your setups. The setups we teach you, wait for them, and then you see how good you do. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. VIP, we'll see you tonight.